Alright, so for now, I think my next goal is to try and get across through here. And I think the best approach, the best way to start, is of course just by getting the abilities that we need to do that. We're gonna need Glide, we're gonna need Swim, and we're gonna need Lava Surf. And I'd like to start approaching this by just shiny hunting, continuing to shiny hunt in Kopla Cave. I am aware of what's on the other side of here, and I would like to catch it before I leave off for the day. You know, I swear to God I knew this was the one that was gonna spawn. With how much I have to shiny hunt here, I was fully expecting to get something, and I thought it would be funny if I got a Furin, because I've never gotten any of the other starters shiny yet. Okay, now I just need to, like, successfully capture it. Oh, shoot. See, I keep getting this glitch with the flux links where it won't actually let me tap them, and it's very frustrating. But it's okay. We're okay with that. The annoying thing about Furin is that it will eventually. Yeah, see, it starts to use Desperate Strike. So I'm not going to use any damaging moves at all other than Prison, because it does a very minimal amount of damage. And even then, I don't think I'm going to click it every opportunity I get. Yeah, I kind of figured I would get something. Since I'm hunting, I still need like 7 more shiny Nura. I knew I would get something rare, one of the starters, or Naha, or Vulpixel. And I just kind of, oh, there it is. Oh my god. Okay, we're popping a save right there. I kind of figured I'd get something with how long I have to be here, but I didn't know what it was gonna be. And we're definitely not going to try and hunt 8 of them. That's not reasonable. Oh, good lord. Encounter rates here are wild. But yeah, we're gonna go take a look at that in a moment. While we're here picking up the new Furin, which I do know exactly what I want to evolve that into. But while we're here picking them up, I guess we can go over what I've already gotten. I've got 4 Dior, we've got 8 Rebus, we've got another 8 Naha, we have all of the Furin that we're going to need, and another 8 Vulpixel. So I just need 1 of everything except for Dior and except for Furin. Which I need 5 more Dior, and I need no more Furin. I do need, I did get 2 shiny Harmonia and Aluminium, which I do still need a Lumagon, and at least 1 more aside from that, because I need both of the Shadier and Shadowgon evolutions. I've gotten 3 Nura. I don't remember if the Gensim is something I've mentioned before, so I'll mention it again here. But other than that, I don't think anything is super new. So yeah, I think I'm going to spend a little bit more time in the cave, because I'd like to catch the last Naha, the last Rebus, and the last Vulpixel at least. But beyond that, I think we're good. This Dior definitely is a different color, right? Is that a genetically modified one? I'm gonna have to look that up. I thought there might be a chance they could appear in the wild. I didn't. I knew that they could. I had read it on the wiki. I just hadn't seen one yet. With how many shinies I have, I just kind of forgot, I guess. So I hope that's what this is and that I'm not making that up. I don't want to kill it. I really don't want to kill it. Okay. Well, now I need to go look and verify. Yeah, that one's a different color. Okay, that's really cool. Hold on. Do I have other 1-star Dior? Those stats don't look that different. They look hardly different. What? Alright, cool. I believe the odds are closer to the shiny odds in Pokemon, so it's 1 in 4,000 and something, but I'll have to look up. But that's cool. Shiny Furin straight into genetically modified Dior. Unless this is the shiny Dior, but I thought shiny Dior was black. So I'll look it up and see. After spending a bit more time in the cave and getting all of the different rare spawns that I needed, I decided to go back to the original wooded area and start the process of raising the affinity with a Dior to evolve it into a Cervusian. After we got it to level 26, it was able to evolve and get Swim, which is the last ability we needed for the cave. I also took the time to rename the 2 Furin because they have the same number of stars, as Pacha as the original starter and Cusco as the one we just got, of course after the Emperor's New Groove characters. Then I grabbed a Vulpixel and the Luminium we got, and along with Cerevisian and the Alcera as well as Nura, I went to the cave where we started today. I was just walking to the Kapla Cave, and I'm fairly certain that this is shiny. I haven't seen too many of them, but I'm like 98% certain that's shiny. So, ooh, is it 7 stars? It's 7 stars. That's cool. That means we need 1 less Nura. So we'll catch this and then we'll keep going, I guess. Okay, we are all set up to go to the other end of this cave. I've never been here before. I'm vaguely aware of what's on the other side, but I don't know how this goes. So we're gonna see it together. So there's why we got Cerevisian or I don't know. Oh, that's a lot of experience points for each room we enter, though. Not that I need it right now, but I do need to make sure I have this all linked up, though. Then we'll do, how many points do I have? 8. So not enough for anything useful. I guess we'll do that. It does slow down my movement speed, but that's okay. Oh god, do I have to fight people here first? That'll be fun. Okay. Do I have to do 3 consecutive fights? Because I'd really rather not. Oh, and they're 10 stars? 10 stars? You're kidding me. Alright. Whatever you say, dude. At least I brought a lot of healing items. Okay, and with that, all 3 of these are done. I do want to switch you back for that. What does this do? Yes, I didn't even care about it. Alright, cool. Then we're gonna go ahead and save, and can I continue now? Where's Mizan? I fought you all. There we go. Now, unfortunately, the Prime Creo are shiny locked, so we're not going to be able to hunt this guy, but we will be able to catch him, and that's all we need to do. I just don't know. It makes me nervous to do any status effects. I did save right beforehand, so we can always reset if we need to, but I wonder. Oh, you're using light-based moves. See, I put Void on Nura because that it's basically Sap Sipper, but for dark type moves. But it also has a light version of that. So I wonder if that might have been the better option, is to use Refract. It heals you a little bit, and that, whenever you get hit by a move of that element, it makes them do no damage. Although any additional effects from the move are still going to apply, unfortunately. Ugh. And there we go. This is a really cool map, though. I don't know how to leave. There we go. Okay. That's neat. That's like that's a pretty neat encounter. I like that. The thing is, we totally didn't have to do any of that for Mizan. They can just spawn in the wild, and I, in fact, found one earlier. I was hunting in this spot, and I happened to notice the little peak of its head sticking out at the bottom of the screen, so I walked towards it thinking it might have been a Shadowhive, but no, it was a Mizan. The issue is that I may have accidentally knocked it out while I was here, so I still had to go through the static encounter. That said, the encounter was kind of cool, and I would not have known about those fights if I hadn't done them, so definitely worth doing. Directly south of Fortuna City is Magnetown, which is the place I visited before to teleport back to Plante. There are 2 exits out of Magnetown. One of them is here, where we would have to fight this guy in order to leave, and the other is down here. Since we don't have anything left to explore in Copla Cave, I figured this would be the next step to take, is to explore this map here, Trail 31. Now, if we take a look at the map at the end of Trail 31, there is something here. I do believe this is related to the main plotline, but we don't really care about that. So we're just gonna explore here. Which is why I brought this guy, despite not really wanting to use them that much. I have never seen this before. Oh, yes, I have. I've just never seen it in the water. That's fully huntable, so we will address that later. Okay, so this is neat. Yeah, but this is an area I haven't been to even in my original playthrough, so you'll get to see me actually explore this place for once. I do have Nura in the lead, and it has Repel, but we're still getting a lot of encounters. We will need to catch all these, but like I said, they are shiny huntables, so it's something we'll address later. Okay, this just seems to be a patch of grass, so we'll need to come back and check that out and see if there's anything unique in there. I don't see any overworld encounters, and that's kind of unfortunate, because that means I'm going to need to sit there and actually look for stuff. Oh, I see. Oh, are you really in the... considered... Oh, because you're the only one that can fight on water. I got it. Oh. It's just right here, huh? Well, I really thought there would be more encounters. What did she say? I wasn't actually paying attention. Do you need to complete the main story to enter here? You may need to complete the main story to enter here. That would make sense. Oh, nope. I am concerned that this is going to mess up the main plot line. I'm gonna go ahead and do some research before we enter here. After some research, I figured that this area would only have combat. I wasn't sure if it would mess up the storyline to do some sequence breaks, but I figure if they make it this easy to sequence break, then it's kind of on the developers rather than me. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. This area did only have combat. It had a couple of minor puzzles, but nothing too stressful. It ends with 4 back-to-back fights, which is that's just so many. You don't even get to heal in between. But Manura was able to handle it pretty well on its own, so it wasn't too bad. I did have to pull in Terrasect for a bit though. When we were done here, I decided to rename Nura to Solo because it was able to solo the hideout, and I let it evolve into Andoru because it had already maxed out its dark affinity, and I thought, why not?